Ladies and gentlemen, there is something quietly powerful about growing older. The world slows down, the noise fades, the days stretch wider. But with that stillness comes a deeper question, one that many don't dare to ask out loud. Why do some seniors age with peace while others don't? It's a question not of luck or genetics, but of the heart, of the soul, of the choices we make long before our hair turns gray and our hands begin to tremble. You've seen it perhaps in your own life or in the lives of others. Some elders radiate calm. Their presence feels like a warm breeze on a tired day. They smile with a kind of wisdom, not because life was easy, but because they've made peace with it. And then there are others, trapped in the weight of old anger, old grief, old stories that never found closure. They age, yes, but peace never seems to follow. This video is not here to judge, it is here to reveal, to uncover what truly separates a peaceful elder from a restless one, and to remind you with every fiber of truth that it is never too late to choose differently. Because peace isn't something we find by accident. It is something we build. One thought, one surrender, one morning at a time. So if your heart has been heavy, if your spirit restless, stay with me. Let's explore what really shapes your final chapters and how you can write them with grace, stillness, and quiet joy. The hidden truth about aging in peace. There's a quiet truth most people don't speak about. Not everyone grows old peacefully. Some seniors reach their later years with calm in their hearts, a gentle smile, and a sense of lightness in their spirit. They walk slowly, speak softly, and radiate something almost sacred, as if they've found a secret path the rest of the world missed. But others? They age with tension in their shoulders, bitterness in their voices, and sorrow behind their eyes. They carry burdens that weigh more than their own years. They live in regret, frustration, or quiet resentment. You can feel it in their presence, like they never made peace with the past or themselves. Why this difference? It's not about wealth. It's not about having the perfect family, perfect health, or perfect circumstances. In truth, the deepest difference is found in the heart. Peace is not given to us automatically as we grow older. Time doesn't magically bring contentment. If anything, aging reveals what's already inside. If the heart has been storing resentment, jealousy, grief, or unhealed wounds, the years will not soften them. In fact, those emotions may grow louder in the quiet spaces of old age. But the opposite is also true. If the heart has been trained to let go, to forgive, to focus on the present moment, then peace will grow with time, like a soft light that grows stronger as the days slow down. You see, aging doesn't decide who becomes peaceful. We do. It's a choice, a path we either begin to walk or avoid. So if you've ever wondered why some seniors seem to glow from within, it's because they've done the work, quietly, over time. They've chosen peace again and again. And the beauty is, you can choose it too. No matter your past, no matter your pain, peace is not behind you, it still waits ahead. The minds that can't let go. Many seniors struggle, not because of what's happening around them, but because of what's happening within their own minds. They sit in quiet homes, surrounded by years of memories, and yet their minds are loud, too loud. Thoughts circle like restless birds. Why did I say that? I should have done more. What if I had chosen differently? These thoughts become heavy, looping again and again. Regret becomes a companion. Shame becomes a shadow. You see, the mind can be a sacred space, or it can become a prison. And for many elders, the greatest suffering comes not from the outside world, but from their inability to let go of the past. Old wounds that were never addressed still sting. Conversations from decades ago still echo. People they lost or hurt still live in their minds day after day. And slowly, without realizing it, their peace is replaced by replaying But here's the truth that brings freedom. You are not your past. What you did or didn't do no longer defines the person you are becoming. You're still here, breathing, learning, growing. That means you still have time to choose peace. Forgiveness is not just for others, it's for you. Forgive yourself for the things you didn't know then. Forgive the version of you that made mistakes in survival. Let go of the story that says it's too late. It isn't. As long as your heart beats, you have the power to think a new thought. And that's where peace begins. Peaceful seniors aren't free of pain, but they've learned to release the grip of memory. They visit the past but don't live there. They learn from it, bless it, and return to the present with open hands. So if your mind keeps revisiting the same old regrets, pause. Take a breath. Say to yourself, this was then, this is now. I choose peace today. Because no matter how far you've wandered in your thoughts, you can always come home to yourself. The heart that learns to surrender. There comes a time in every life, often after 60, when we are faced with a choice. Continue fighting things we cannot change, or begin to surrender with grace. But surrender is misunderstood. Some think it means giving up, letting go of life, accepting defeat. But no. True surrender is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the deep, quiet strength that says, I no longer need to control everything to be at peace. You see, many seniors carry stress not because of what's happening, but because they're holding tightly to expectations. Expectations of how their life should have turned out. Expectations of how others should behave. Expectations that time will reverse and pain will disappear. But peace isn't found by bending the world to your will. It is found in the stillness that comes when you whisper to yourself, this is what it is, and I will meet it with love. Seniors who age with peace have discovered this. They've stopped chasing perfection. They've stopped comparing their journey to others. And most importantly, they've stopped needing every wound to be understood by others. Instead, they've allowed time and humility to soften their hearts. They've learned that some questions will never be answered, that some apologies may never come, that some losses will remain losses. But even so, life goes on, and it can still be beautiful. When you surrender, you begin to see differently. You notice the gentle breeze, the way sunlight warms your hands, the laughter of children in the distance. These small, often overlooked things become sacred. And with each day, you carry less of what doesn't matter, and more of what does. So ask yourself, what am I still clinging to that no longer serves me? What grief, what grudge, what guilt do I need to release? Not for others, but for my own soul. Surrender is not forgetting, it is forgiving. It is opening your heart again, not to the past, but to the present moment. And in that space, peace waits for you, like a quiet friend who's been there all along. The daily choice, that creates peace. Here's a truth that many miss, even in their later years. Peace doesn't just arrive one day. It is built, one choice at a time. Some seniors seem to live in a calm, unshakable stillness. They radiate a quiet kind of joy. It's not because their life was easy. It's because they've learned something simple, yet powerful. Peace is a habit. It starts in the small moments. The moment you wake up and decide not to dwell on pain. The moment you choose to give thanks for another day instead of resenting what hurts. The moment you speak kindly to yourself even when your body feels slow or tired. Every day offers you a chance, not to control the world outside, but to manage the world within. You may not be able to change what others do. You can't go back and undo old mistakes, but you can choose how to respond today. You can choose what you carry and what you finally lay down. And that choice? That's where peace is born. Seniors who age peacefully have made it a daily ritual. They don't chase after happiness. They don't need noise or praise or control. They simply return over and over to the present, to simplicity, to stillness. They understand that life is not about everything being perfect. It's about learning to see what is still beautiful, even in imperfection. Peace is found in warm tea, in a call from a friend, in forgiving yourself for things you once held tightly. It's found in noticing the now without judgment. So ask yourself each morning, what am I choosing today, tension or trust? Complaint or calm? Fear or faith? You may be older, yes, but your power to choose has never left you. And in every choice you are either building peace or letting it slip away. The good news is, it's never too late to begin again. Peace is not far, it's already within you, waiting to be chosen. One breath, one thought, one small decision at a time. And now, dear listener, we've come to the quiet truth. Peace in old age is not promised. It is not handed to us when we retire or when the noise of life begins to settle. No, peace is something we cultivate, slowly, intentionally, one day at a time. Some seniors carry peace like a soft light, not because they've had easier lives, but because they've done the deeper work. They've released what no longer serves them. They've forgiven what once wounded them. And they've surrendered the need to control what was never theirs to begin with. Others, sadly, remain caught in the past, trapped in the stories, regrets, and expectations that still echo in their minds. They age, but they do not soften. They grow older, but not freer. But you still have a choice. No matter your age, no matter your history, no matter the pain you've carried quietly in your heart, it is not too late to begin again. Not too late to say, I choose peace. I choose to let go. I choose to be present. Because peaceful aging is not an accident. It is a gift you give yourself again and again through the thoughts you think, the energy you carry, and the love you allow in. So, as you move forward from this message, remember this. Peace isn't out there, it's within you, and it's waiting to be chosen. Choose it in the morning. Choose it when memories rise. Choose it when you feel tired. And in time, peace will not just visit your life. It will become the home you live in. Thank you for watching. Stay kind, stay steady, and may your later years be filled with light, softness, and deep, lasting peace.